Can we just start by asking you a little bit about team news for Saturday? How is Adam Webster and Enoch Nwempu? Are they fit for availability, fit for selection?
No, both are look like they may be struggling. We'll see. A little bit of a setback for Adam. Enoch, probably the weekend will come too soon, I think, for him. So that's a little bit disappointing. But yeah, a bit of illness around. But apart from that, no, we're pretty much everybody's back. I mean, Lewis Dunk back, obviously, from suspension. So that's good. But yeah, it looks like we'll miss Adam and Enoch.
So was Adam kind of all set to play, but he had a bit of a relapse, did he, during training today?
No, not today. It was yesterday. A little bit of a not quite ready. So we need to just keep working with him there. Like I said, disappointing, but these things happen sometimes.
Must be such a boost, though, to have your captain back again.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a frustrating time for Lewis because obviously he's had a period of time out and came back in, just getting that match fitness, which I think is really important for everybody, and then to be suspended is of course frustrating for him, but from a team perspective, obvious that it's nice to have him back.
What's the response been like, Graham, on the training pitch and the players following that? A very rare bad display against Burnley. How have the players responded?
Well, I think you can imagine the initial feeling is a bit of disappointment because we're honest enough to know that it wasn't our best day. Like I said, you need to put it all into perspective a little bit and also credit the opponent because on the day they were good, and I think you can see the results that they've had and the performances Burnley have had. They'll get points between now and the end of the season. So, but nevertheless, we have to look at ourselves and our own standards, and we fell below those at the weekend. So then the opportunity is to learn and to use it in a positive way, which is what we've done. As has always been the case with the players here, I must say, during my time, they've always been honest, they've always been ready to take responsibility, they've always been ready to try to improve. So that's what it's been. I think it's been a really positive thing. Of course, we want to win and we want to have the success, but unfortunately at this level, you're going to take some kicks in the backside along the way and you've got to deal with them. And, we do that quite well.
Have you spoken to Robert Sanchez and Shane Duffy over their little altercation that they had in the first half of the Burnley game? I know it continued a little bit down the tunnel at half time. Have the club taken any action against them?
Yeah, I've spoke with them, of course, and it's as I said after the game, it's frustration, it's all the things that you can understand, but at the same time, the challenge for us is to manage it and to display it in the appropriate way and not let it harm us in terms of not be the best version of ourselves. And it probably wasn't helpful to Shane or to Rob or to the team, and they acknowledge that. I mean, the reality, Elliot, is they're two young men, highly motivated, caring deeply about the team, about the club, frustrated, sometimes need help to understand how to manage that frustration and anger, if you like. And that's so when you talk about action, I think that's about helping them understand that, really.
So no, they haven't been fined or anything like that, as far as you can say?
No, not at all, no.
Oh, okay, thank you. And how excited are you, because this gives you an opportunity to pit your wits against Steven Gerrard? I know you came up against him in his first game in charge at Villa Park. How much are you looking forward to perhaps getting the right result this time against Steven Gerrard?
Well, it's not about, I'm pretty sure Stephen will say the same thing. It's not about Steven Gerrard or Graham Potter. It's about Aston Villa and it's about Brighton and Hove Albion, and that's the great thing. We're playing in the league where everybody that you play against has huge quality. The coaches are all fantastic. They're all here because they've done really, really well in their careers, and Stephen's no exception to that. I think his career's I don't have to speak too much about that. It speaks for itself. And then he's on a really exciting managerial journey. So they'll be coming. They'll be wanting to get the points. They'll be wanting to play well. All that stuff. We have to do the same. We have to play well ourselves. But we are. I think the word you use is excited. It's a Premier League match against a fantastic football club, and we'll pit our wits against them.
Thanks, Graham. Thanks very much.
No worries.
Hi, Graham.
Hi.
Just one win and 6 now in the Premier League for you. What do you think has been the main reason for that sort of drop in form?
I don't analyse the statistics, Olivia, like you do. I haven't really considered it. I think, as you can see from the league generally, apart from the top 3, getting points consistently in this league is very, very difficult. So we played away at Manchester United. At half-time, we're probably thinking, yeah, this is quite a good performance. And then after 5 minutes, we've got a man sent off and we're a goal down, and then it becomes difficult. And then you have one bad performance against Burnley, and then all of a sudden journalists are saying you've won 1 game in 6. Previous to that, we've had some good performances. I think we played against the European champions twice in that period, drew 2 games. Impressive win away at Watford. But as I said every week, we're Brighton Hove Albion. We have no divine right to win in the Premier League, and there'll be bigger clubs and better clubs than us suffering for points as well.
Do you think the performances have been there, but maybe the results just haven't gone your way?
Apart from the weekend, I think the performances have been good. The consistency over the season has been quite level and strong, but the margins that you need in the Premier League haven't gone our way. But I would say against Burnley we didn't deserve anything, and we were honest enough to say that after the game.
And just a quick word on Steven Gerrard. I know you said it's not about Steven Gerrard, and this is about Aston Villa in general. They, after Steven Gerrard's first couple of games, got some really positive results, and he's been struggling slightly, hasn't he?
Well, back to my previous answer, Olivia, apart from the top 3, who hasn't struggled in this league? That's how it is, because it's the best league in the world and it's really difficult to get points. So even Aston Villa, even with Steven Gerrard, even with resources, you see last night Tottenham lose to Burnley. It's the league, and it's really competitive. So I see a lot of what they're doing at Aston Villa. You can see what they're trying to do. You can see the work they're doing. You can see the structure of the team. You can see the performances. They're on another day they could have won the games that they've lost. But as I said before, the margins of this competition this is the highest level of football, arguably, in the world. So by definition, that's not easy to win.
Perfect. Thank you, Graham.
Thank you.
Hi, Graham. You mentioned a little bit of illness in the camp. Does that rule out anybody at the weekend? I know previously Leandro and Alexis McAllister have been poorly and had to miss out on occasion.
Yeah, we'll see, Johnny. I mean, we'll see. You can appreciate this day and age. Sometimes the medical information of the players is one that I can't really divulge on completely. But hopefully you can bear with me that there's a bit of illness, but nothing else to report.
Absolutely. It's difficult to contend with, I know. Adam Lallana came out with a really honest assessment last weekend. How important are people like him, Danny Welbeck, who very experienced, played a lot of games of football at this level, to be able to help them, help the whole group, really?
Yeah, they are. I've said all the time that those guys have been really important for us. I mean, but they're not the only ones as well. I think, like I said, we've got a really honest group. I think we're able to put things in perspective. We want to be ambitious and we want to win, and we've got hopes and aspirations like everybody else, and we're disappointed when we don't win. But if you can zoom out a little bit from the emotion of the game and the disappointment, which is inevitable, we've done a lot. We've done a lot well this season, and there's a lot of positives there, and we've taken steps forward. But the challenge now is to recover from a disappointment against Burnley and to stick together as a group, which is always something that we do really well, and then look forward to the next match.
And last night's victory for them probably just highlighting the perspective, maybe, in terms of that there are no poor teams, and Burnley have shown that coming into that game against you as well. Just a reminder and maybe just a chance for you to put it into a bit of context.
Yeah, and as I said before the game, if you watch them play against Liverpool, they were really, really good and lucky to lose 1-0. They drew with Manchester United, drew with Arsenal. They're a competent team that are going to get points, that's for sure. And on the day they were better than us, and on the day they were a better version of them than we were. So all you can be is honest sometimes and say that, and then go, okay, how can we learn from it and improve? And I think that's what we've tried to do this week. You can't control what people's expectations are. You can't control what some people expect you to win, and it's based on not too much. As I said, and I'm going to repeat, the Premier League, if you can show me that it's an easy game, that we just turn up and we get the 3 points, no problem. In my experience so far in 2.5 years, that isn't the case.
Absolutely. Obviously, you talk about Steven Gerrard. It's not just about him, but he has managed to lure the likes of Philippe Coutinho and Luca Dean to the club. I guess that shows not just the draw of him, but also Aston Villa as a football club.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great combination. It's someone with Steven's profile, Steven's quality in terms of, he's at the start of his career in terms of coaching, and relatively, but still had a lot of success. Fantastic up in Scotland. And Aston Villa is a club with big resources and ambition and history and tradition and culture. It's a fantastic club. Obviously, I'm from the Midlands, so I know it well. So yeah, the combination of two, you can see the ambition, and I'm sure as they go together, they'll improve and get stronger and stronger.